Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. An energy update. Let's see what comes in for the viewer. What is it you need to know? Clarity, please. Yeah, something's manifesting here. The Magician. Oops. This card here wants to come out. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone here is manifesting. It's pre-manifesting, preparing. This is somebody wanting to communicate here. Wow. Yeah, we have the Empress. This is someone who's open and available. This is someone who's manifested this because they're open, available. This is the start of something new. So this is a person coming in. Yeah, we got a person ready to take a leap of faith. Ooh, we got a connection. It's all about taking a leap of faith, but someone's reflecting on the past, leaving the past behind. It's time to go down a new path. The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, all this good luck timing. Some of you got a shift in energy. This is an energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's luck and timing. The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody here feeling very fortunate. Look at that. Wow. But it's all about being aware. What is pre-manifesting, preparing to take a leap of faith. This is someone looking at the risk. One last look over their shoulder. Let's have a look at the Magician. Yeah, we got a person all in their field. See, someone's feeling prepared. Now, this is also an energy of two. I got to be honest, because I do feel this is someone here who's, it's about asking someone on a date because they're open. But this is someone here that has to do with looking at the risk. But there's a connection here. There's two people who are making a connection. And I feel it's already been made, and this is just someone open. It's a lot of abundance, but it's all about timing. This is someone all in their feels. See, someone preparing themselves emotionally. Some of you, it is just this person going through this, but look at the change. Yeah, see, there's change coming. Someone closing a chapter in their past, preparing, pre-manifesting, being aware. The Empress, I feel, is very much aware because the Empress is manifesting this by being open, available. But it's about this person being emotionally open and available. See, there's change. So I do feel this is someone... I mean, this is all about a new chapter, a new cycle. But it has to do with some kind of change. And I wonder if it's the Empress here. Yeah, it has to do with, this is someone who has often high standards. They know their worth and value. So one of these situations may not be in your best interest. And I'm going to be honest, it kind of feels like the Knight of Cups because it has to do with change. It's somebody who kind of just goes with the flow. But I feel this is the Empress releasing one of these. It's not in the Empress's best interest. But it's also an energy of mutual, the feelings being mutual. So interesting. But one of these, the Empress feels, isn't in their best interest. Yeah. It has to do with expectation, what someone's expecting. See, pre-manifesting. Something here is not turning out as expected because someone here, I feel, is afraid to take a leap of faith where the other person is definitely emotionally available. This is just often someone wanting going on a date, but it's also someone who can be a little fickle. And that's why I feel the Empress is releasing one of these. It's an energy where the feelings aren't mutual, more than likely. Yeah, but there's a connection here. It could be just somebody seeing somebody more as a friend, but tell me more about this King of Cups. Yeah, see, it's a connection. This is someone who wants to connect. So the Empress may have multiple opportunities here, but it's somebody who wants to connect. They want to talk face to face. They're available. They see the other person is available. It's mutual, but one of these is definitely, the Empress feels, is not in their best interest. Yeah, the feelings aren't mutual. I feel friend zone. Someone here is more of a friend, and I do think they're a little fickle because this is often someone who changes, right? They go through change. But let's have a look at the Fool. Let's have a look at the Fool. One of these people's ready to go down this path. See, pre-manifesting, preparing too. So somebody here, it's about becoming this is somebody here looking, and it could be someone here too. Like I say, there's a lot of growth, someone closing a chapter. The feelings aren't mutual. It's not, I feel this is something that may not go anywhere, but like I say, this person here is definitely ready for change. And it is about connecting, the feelings actually being mutual. Wow. But it's about being aware. So this is somebody here kind of, to me, it's an energy. I mean, the Empress is definitely open, but it has to do with someone who is afraid to take a leap of faith. But it's all this energy of being aware that there's another connection. Let me just see what the Two of Cups brings here. Yeah, someone putting on the brakes. Someone's putting on the brakes. And like I say, it's just somebody who kind of goes with the flow. But this is the Empress going, one of these doesn't have, it's just they feel the feelings aren't mutual. And that's what I feel. We're here, they are. So we have a person putting on the brakes. They feel like a fool. They're afraid to take a leap of faith, where the other person feels very confident. They're in control of their emotions. They have confident self-control. Yeah, interesting. But it's all about preparing and becoming very much aware. Someone who's ready to, throw caution to the wind, to live in the moment. One of these is ready to take a leap of faith, but the other person. So interesting energy, but it's a whole new cycle. It's an energy of a lot of abundance. Someone feeling lucky, feeling fortunate for this opportunity. Tell me about the King of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. See, it's an energy of two people being aware there's a connection. So there's a connection. It's been manifested, but it's somebody preparing, pre-manifesting, getting ready emotionally. It could be just the same person for some, but I feel this is someone who doesn't feel the feelings aren't mutual, where the feelings are mutual here. See, there's a connection. Two people who are openly emotion available. Tell me about the World. Yeah, see, this is someone's pride getting in the way. Someone's pride. See, the other person here planning, preparing, seeing what someone can provide. The other person's more concerned about what the Empress can provide than what they can. So this is somebody here, I feel, putting on the brakes. Yeah, so someone just looking before they leap. But like I say, it is about goals, what someone's achieved. This is someone who's not chasing. This is someone who kind of likes the chase. I just feel the Empress feels one of these isn't in their best interest. The feelings aren't mutual, but they are here. So it's somebody who's manifested multiple opportunities by the looks of it. Tell me about the Magician. Yeah, see, the cup runneth over. Someone's ready to offer the cup. Two people going to drink from the same cup. You're going to connect. I feel you already have. See, there was a connection here, but someone's putting on the brakes. They can't provide. They can't give the person the attention that they need. They're more concerned about what the Empress can provide. So let's have a look at the Star. See, it's all about that mutual energy, but it's what somebody was expecting. See, there's expectations. Someone's paying attention to the signs, the signals, the red flags. The Empress knows. Yeah, let's have a look at the Star. Yeah, one of these people here. Yeah. See, there's a person here, pride getting in the way. They're more concerned about what the Empress can provide, where the other person here is planning, preparing, hoping for the best, what they hope to achieve. Yeah. Two connections. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, see, it's about a partnership, long-term stability. One of these people, one of them is a provider. They come into this planning, preparing, providing. A partnership, long-term stability. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with someone who this is someone who can handle anything that comes their way. So it is somebody who's let go of their baggage. They've released their baggage, their ego, their pride. So interesting. So yeah, this is someone definitely putting on the brakes, taking another look, but it's an opportunity. See, a fresh new start. It's about someone manifesting this. See, they have everything they need to provide. They feel prepared. They pre-manifested, where the other person wasn't prepared. Their egos get in the way. These two people are very similar. Very, very similar. But it has to do with someone who's a leader. Someone who takes control of the situation and takes the lead. Someone's letting go of their ego and their pride. But yet it's about providing, where the other person comes in a place of ego. They're more concerned about what the feminine provides. Yeah, somebody just wants to be single. They're still playing the field. They're still in dating mode. Where it's interesting because it's about being aware. This is someone who's not afraid of taking a leap of faith because they feel there's a connection here. It's someone who wants to talk, see communication. Yeah, the other person's putting on the brakes, but it's giving this other person this opportunity. See, the Wheel of Fortune, timing, good luck and timing. Someone's feeling lucky. They feel fortunate for this opportunity. Yeah, this is someone also, see, confidence, self-control, someone taming the beast within themselves. Kindness, compassion, caring. See, this is often the Empress, and it could be the Empress in this energy. Well, it is what it is. It's just not meant to be. But it's somebody who wants to partner up. See, they can handle anything that comes their way. Someone's let go of their baggage and their ego too. So it's a person coming in humble. Someone's been humbled here. But like I say, because what they're doing is seeing what the Empress can provide, but not in a way, they are still a provider type. But it is someone who, and it could be where this is someone who was dating someone else, but someone here just wants to be single. They're still playing the field. See, it's an energy where something isn't going to go the distance. It's not going to go the distance here because someone's still playing the field. So I feel the Empress knows because they're paying attention to the signs and the signals, caution them. So the Empress always looks before they leap. But this person's, they're ready to go for it here. They're coming in to take the lead. See, the leader, the natural born leader. In fact, we have two people who are leaders here. They're very similar. But one of them is someone who's stable, someone who will keep someone safe. They want a partner. I think the other person's someone who has everything they need, but they just want to be single. They're not done playing the field. They're in dating mode. Tell me more about the King of Wands. See, this is someone taming that beast within themselves. They're taking a look at the situation, but it's about coming in before two people can come together, I feel is what it is, because they're becoming aware. There's an offer, an opportunity here. Their cup runneth over. And it is about letting go of their pride, their ego, being humble. Yeah. Look at that, King of Wands. Yeah, see, it's about dating and courting. So someone who's getting ready, see, pre-manifesting, preparing emotionally. So it could be someone put on the brakes because they didn't feel prepared. They weren't ready. Now they feel ready. And they have let go of their pride and ego. This is someone who's paid off bills, debt, but they can handle anything that comes their way. They have no baggage. I think the other person comes with a little baggage. The Empress knows. The Empress knows when a situation isn't in their best interest. They're paying attention to the signs and the signals. One of these just isn't meant to be. It's just not meant to be. But one of them is. And it could be just someone reflecting on their past before they take a leap of faith. And it could be the masculine here in that energy as well. Yeah, but it's all about the stars being aligning, the time. So this is someone who's been pre-manifesting, preparing by letting go of their pride, their ego. They're coming in humble. They're emotionally available. But it is dating and courting here. One of these people is not reliable. It's someone who won't pull their weight. And it could be this person dating several people. I think just one of these people just wants to be single. But this is also a masculine becoming aware that this person's single. Yeah, I think this is someone who knows someone. I wouldn't be surprised. Mutual. But the energy of the red flags, I do feel cautioning the Empress. Somebody just wants to be single. They're still playing the field. They're open. Yeah, look at that. This is somebody who'll lay the foundation. See, it's all about someone's financial foundation, feeling lucky, feeling fortune. It's all about timing. It's a whole new cycle. Someone's closing a chapter in the past. It's also an energy of releasing the single life. But I feel the Empress knows one of these people is someone who, one of them takes pride in their appearance, the things that they do. They look out for themselves, where the other person, I feel, maybe doesn't. I mean, it's kind of like the opposite here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who has experience. This is someone learning something. They're becoming aware. They could feel like a fool. It's possible, but it is about taking a risk. They have experience. They look at the risk. They calculate the risk. But this is someone who feels confident they're making the right choice. Someone's being cut out. But it's also what this person's learning. They're very wise. They're pre-manifesting. This is someone becoming very much aware. See, their cup runneth over with emotion. Some of you may have had, and I wouldn't be surprised it is someone cutting another person out, because they feel that that's someone who won't pull their weight. But I do feel it's about responsibility, reliability. Someone who's reliable. So it could even be the masculine putting on the brakes with one person here, because they're applying things that they know experience. See, someone's a little skeptical. They're paying attention to the red flags. So it could be even the masculine. But this is a person wise. They have experience. They know what's expected of them. See, they know what's expected, but someone who didn't expect to feel this way. And that's why I feel someone has put on the brakes. They're taking a look. There is a connection here. It's a lovely connection. But I wouldn't be surprised someone has a connection with someone else, but they are putting on the brakes. See, it's all about building the foundation, a reason to celebrate. It's an offer, an invitation to someone's home. This is someone executing a plan here. I can see planning, preparing. See, pre-manifesting, getting ready. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, see, it's interest. See, this is someone who has become aware. It's an energy of someone who's lost interest in someone. See, it's the Empress. They see the situation doesn't serve. This person's not right. It's just not meant to be. They're playing the field. They're not ready. This is someone who just wants to be single. Yeah. But this is someone aware this feminine is single at the same time. See, that's an energy of interest. It's about investing emotionally. This is someone also being patient. The Empress is patient. But it's someone who's lost interest in someone else, because they're still playing the field. They're probably dating other people. Yeah. Someone who's not ready. It's an energy of it won't go the distance. It's someone paying attention to the red flags, right? But this is someone who looks good. They take care of themselves. See, it's about two people connecting. There's a lovely connection. But it's I feel it's an energy of the Empress has manifested multiple opportunities. One of these people sees the Empress as a partner, someone who wants a partner, long-term stability. See, a situation that this will never go the distance, but this is someone looking at this could go the distance. So it's about investing emotionally, but it's someone who knows, they're aware the other person's lost interest. So there's an energy of truth and something being learned, but there's someone who didn't expect to feel this way. And that's why I feel this person's kind of put on the brakes and they're now taking another look. Yeah, see the Lovers. See, it's an energy of love, a bond, a connection between two people. Yeah, it's all about that bond. It's all about love. Someone hears, this person's ready to follow their heart. But like I say, I feel like you had a date with this person. Maybe you had a date. They maybe felt that it wasn't in their best interest, maybe, at that time. But there is definitely a person here, I feel, who will not pull their weight. They're not reliable. So it's an energy of looking at someone who's let go of their baggage. Someone who has no baggage. Someone who's reliable. Interesting. But it's about responsibility. This is someone who can handle anything that comes their way. They can handle this. Yeah. So it's someone who's lost interest. They become aware. It could be someone who knows someone, mutual friends. See, I see mutual friends, friends of friends kind of energy. So it's someone who's learned something. The other person's lost interest. They're not really investing. There's someone who's just keeping their options. This person's just playing the field. See, it's a person who, what I feel with this person, what's so interesting, it's about, this is someone who would be proud to introduce to someone, to their friends, their family. But the other person is someone who I feel is kind of ruled by their pride. I mean, they're not a provider. It's just a person not ready. I feel like there's something more with that person, but look at that. So this is someone crushing, longing for love. Two people who long for love. This is someone reminiscing. They're looking at how a situation has played out. So they're thinking about this. It's about investing. See, someone's lost interest. Now this person's ready to take a leap of faith. Yeah. Look at that. See, they're manifesting what they desire. There's a connection. There's a lot of desire, attraction. See, I feel it's just somebody who's not interested in it. It's not meant to be. But now the tables are turning. And that's why this person's taking a look at this. See, there's so much desire and attraction. Someone very passionate. Yeah, this is someone about to let that sword down. See, they were skeptical. Because it's about, they know what's expected. They know what's expected, but it's someone who didn't expect to feel this way. And that's what I feel. They got all up in their feels and kind of felt skeptical, like this is something that's, it has to do with a person who may be chasing someone, looking for somebody for what they could provide. But you've got a person here, some of you got a person who's more interested in what the feminine can provide than what they can. And it is about someone becoming emotionally available. See, letting go of their pride, their ego, feeling humbled. Yeah, look at that, comparing one to the other. And it is the Empress, I feel, too. I mean, it could be the masculine's been dating, playing the field, but there's nothing they see going the distance because they're people who want someone to provide for them. It's often a person who lives above their means, They're just the chasing, living above their means. Someone who dresses for success, trying to impress someone. Very interesting. But yeah, weighing the pros and the cons. This is someone executing their plan. So they kind of know what's expected, but I feel this is someone who didn't expect to feel this way. Yeah. But it is an energy of two, comparing one to the other, and nothing compares. Nothing compares to the Empress. Nothing compares to someone who's, I feel, has experience. They're wise. They're emotionally available. This person's going to put their sword down. They're just looking before they leap, but they're going to go for it here. They're executing a plan. See, they're going to lay that foundation. They see things going in their favor. They see this in a very favorable light. The house, the home. See, this person can provide. The other person can't provide. I mean, it could be maybe they have family money, a family home. They can't provide anything. So it's a person who just stays in dating mode. They just want to be single. And the other person is someone who lays that foundation. Yeah, some of you will never get what you want from one of these people. They'll never fill your cup. And that's where I feel the feminine sees. They'll never fill your cup. They'll never give you what you need. And it's all about what you're manifesting, what you need, what you desire. Someone will never fill their cup. They keep it all in. They keep everything to themselves. They don't want to give anything. But I do see a person playing it safe, being careful what they wish for. So be careful what you're manifesting. Okay? Because one of these people will never fill your cup. They'll never give you what you need. The other person will give you what you need. So what is it that you need, you desire? Well, it's about partner. It's about being a partner. Two people who care, they nurture each other, they fill each other's needs. One of these people will never do it. They'll never fill those needs. And it could be emotional needs if you need that emotional energy. Tell me about the Empress. Look at that. See, it's somebody who will commit. They're faithful. They're loyal. They speak truth. See, being on the same page. It's lifestyle, habits, patterns. It's all what it is you desire. Not everybody wants the same thing. Not everybody needs a lot of attention. But one of these people will never fill your cup. Let's have a look at the Empress. The Empress has to make a choice. There's a choice. Life path, choice, decision. See, between two worlds. One of these isn't going to go anywhere. And it is, I feel, the original Knight of Cups. And it could be someone who's needy or they need a lot of attention. They could keep you from achieving your goals. If you have goals and things you still want to achieve. See, the Empress is always open to offers, opportunities, ideas. So that's where the Empress is sitting here, life path, choice. But this person here is making a choice. There's someone here who doesn't really know what they want. And I do feel, like I say, they're going to put on the brakes. It'll never go anywhere. They just want to be single. So it is about a person who takes the lead. They know what they want. That's just their energy. They know what they want. They have faith in themselves to make the right choice. They're loyal. And it is about communicating, being on the same page, similar lifestyles. But one of these people will never fill your cup. And it could be this person making a choice. One of them will never fill their cup. Someone will never get what they want from this person. They'll never go anywhere. They'll never commit. They're always playing the field. See, once it gets to a certain point, they put on the brakes. So we have someone here, someone in hermit mode, soul searching their path. See the path they've been on? And they're looking for clues and answers. Someone's lifestyle, habits, the way they conduct themselves. It's about commitment, faith, loyalty. Someone here may not be so loyal or faithful either. And someone who still wants to play the field. The grass is always greener on the other side, where the other person is someone who knows what they want. Interesting energy. Yeah, see, it has to do with whether you're each other's type. Someone's taking a step back, shining a light, seeing things different. One of these people isn't your type. Or one of these people thinks you're not their type. Like I say, it just isn't meant to be. But this is about two people coming into alignment. You're going to come into alignment with the right person, someone who's just right. See, sometimes the King and Queen of Cups are needy. They need a lot of attention. I shouldn't say needy, but they need more attention. Someone here may never, if you are someone who needs a lot of attention, you may never get that from one of these people. So it has to do with what you're manifesting. This is someone with experience. They're wise. They're pre-manifesting, preparing. They know what's expected, but it's someone who didn't expect to feel this way. Their cup overflows with emotion. But it's someone who's lost interest in someone else because they'll never fill their cup. The person who they see the bigger picture. Happy home, happy life, filling the cup, giving each other what you need. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a masculine doing this, but like I say, the Empress is someone who knows, pays attention to signs and the signals are cautioning them. And if you have a person here someone who needs a lot of attention and you still have goals, things you want to achieve, because it has to do with time. Someone who'll never give somebody the time, or it's about having time. So really interesting, but there is opportunity. Someone who knows a good thing when they see it. But the Empress is the one who may even have other opportunities. But this person sees the bigger picture. Happy home, happy life, filling someone's cup. Filling each other's needs, giving each other what you want. This person knows what's expected. They know what they need to do. So that cup is overflowing. They're going to offer your cup. One of these people is going to fill your cup, one of them. The other person will never give you what you need. So this is the energy of opportunity. Romanticizing, fantasizing, someone being more romantic. It's just about keeping a connection alive. That's all it is. But this is a really interesting read. So some of you have a choice and you could be the one soul searching. If not, you can flip the energy to the masculine. But it's about loyalty, faith, being on the same page, lifestyle, the way you conduct yourselves, your spiritual beliefs, your social structure, your patterns, habits. These are two people very much the same. One of these people just isn't right. And they are someone who's the grass is always greener. They're always looking for something better. They're never happy. They're never content. That's why one of them will never fill your cup. The other person's going to fill your cup. They know what's expected. And they're loyal. Yeah, and they come in right. See harmony. One of these people is just right. The other person, it all has to do with emotion. Some people are more emotional. They need more emotional attention. And if you are a feminine who is used to being independent, looking out for yourself, and you still have goals, things you want to achieve, this other person could keep you from achieving your goals. Where the right person, you work together and you make decisions together too. Some of you could end up with a power struggle with someone as well. But there you go. I do see opportunity. Fantasizing, romanticizing someone, visualizing, living with someone, being with them, feeling happy. See, they know what's expected. They know what they need to do, and they're coming in right. And I wouldn't be surprised, friends first. But it's all about the right one, harmony between two people. This is beautiful. This is trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Some of you already know who the one is, the right person, the one. The person who'll fill your cup, they'll fill your needs, but it's what both people do for each other. See, this person sees what two people can do together as a team. Partnership, long-term stability. But one of these people is more interested in playing the field. Once it goes to a certain point, they'll put on the brakes. They'll never commit. They'll never give you what you want. Take care. Bye for now.